Lockout, Tagout, and the control of hazardous energy sources. Lockout Tagout is a vital safety procedure which is used in industry and research environments to ensure that potentially dangerous machines and equipment are properly shut off and not started up again prior to the completion of maintenance or servicing work. Over the years, the guidelines for Lockout Tagout have been greatly improved. In 1989, OSHA changed the rules so that you not only need to lock and tag out electrical power to machinery and equipment, but also isolate and lock and tag out any hazardous energy sources on all machines during setup, maintenance, or repair. This means machines and equipment must be completely disabled by de-energizing them from any and all power sources. This includes built-up or stored residual hazardous energy. In other words, all hazardous power sources must be isolated and rendered inoperative. These power sources can include electricity, pneumatic pressure, hydraulic power, steam valves or steam pressure, high-pressure water lines, automatic lubricating systems, acids, gases, chemical reactions, or any other possible sources of energy that could be hazardous to the authorized maintenance person or to any other affected employees. The purpose of the lockout and tagout is to prevent injuries to maintenance personnel by another employee turning on a machine because they didn't know it was being worked on. This helps prevent hands from being crushed by gears, serious electrical burns, steam and chemical burns, and other gruesome injuries or fatalities from occurring in the workplace. Any machine that could start unexpectedly and has the potential to harm the maintenance person or the employees around it must be locked out and tagged out prior to maintenance or repair operations. Lockout tagout is serious business and it is mandatory. Only authorized employees can lock and tag out equipment. An authorized employee is one that has been trained by your company on how to lock and tag out the specific machines in your workplace. Your company has compiled a list of all the potentially hazardous energy sources that power the machines they use. You'll be trained how to isolate these energy sources and disable them through the use of Lockout Tagout. This protects not only you, the authorized employee, from harm, but also any affected employees that work on or near the machine while it's undergoing servicing or repair. The off switch may turn a machine off, but it is not safe to remove any machine guarding or to perform routine maintenance or repairs until it has been completely de-energized and isolated from all hazardous energy sources. This is accomplished through the use of Lockout Tagout procedures. The sequence of steps for locking and tagging out a machine or piece of equipment is fairly simple and straightforward. On large machines, the maintenance person will lock out and tag out the main power breakers. A lock and tag on any machine or power breaker means hands off until it's removed. The tag must be signed or initialed and dated by the authorized employee that applied it. After the machine is de-energized and isolated from all hazardous energy sources, only then is it safe for the maintenance or repair to begin. On some large machines, it's very possible that multiple maintenance persons may be working on different systems of the machine at the same time. When this occurs, each and every authorized employee must put their own lock and tag on the equipment. The scissor clip extension allows for multiple personnel to have multiple locks and tags on a single machine. If you're working on a machine, even if someone else is at the same time, you must add your lock and tag to the machine. A lock and tag should never be removed by anyone other than the maintenance person or authorized employee who put it on. Even when that employee's shift is over, they should never just simply give their keys to the employee that is replacing them. The supervisor should be called, and the next worker or the supervisor should then add their own lock and tag to the machine before the person whose shift is over removes their lock and tag. In this way, the machine is always locked and tagged out by the authorized employee that's currently working on the machine. If a machine becomes jammed during normal operation and clearing the jam could pose a threat to the safety of the employee or maintenance person, the equipment must be locked and tagged out before the jam is cleared. The one exception to lockout tagout is if all power comes through an electrical power cord and there are no other hazardous energy sources. If the maintenance person can secure the power cord so that it cannot be plugged in while they're working on it, there's no need to lock and tag that piece of equipment. However, there are devices available that can lock out a plug on a power cord so the tool cannot be plugged in and used by another employee. All authorized personnel must be trained in the servicing and maintenance they'll be required to do, and this training must be updated regularly. A regular and continuing maintenance and repair training program is vital. During this training, you'll learn your company's policies and procedures specific to the machinery and equipment that you'll be authorized to maintain and repair. It's also important that all authorized personnel also receive safety training in order to work safely and to help be accident-free. Your supervisor will give you the keys, locks, and tags that will enable you to do your job, but you must use them. Anytime equipment is stopped for servicing, or when machine guarding is removed, or when you or any other affected employee could be harmed, lockout and tagout is required. Summary. As you've learned from this program, a lockout-tagout program is a required step to preventing accidents and injuries on the job. It's a step that ensures that machinery cannot be turned on while equipment is being serviced or maintained. A lockout-tagout program is easy to learn, and it protects both authorized and affected employees. Lockout-tagout is mandatory under OSHA regulations. Your company doesn't want you to be injured on the job. That's why they've trained you so that you can perform your job safely. Thank you.